The embassy doesn't tell you what's happening. They tell you literally that you get a post from Austria and you had to pick it. So you go by yourself to pick this post, which is literally could be a post, like only a letter, that you open it and then you find out your visa is rejected.
Did you even find anyone at that airport? Because
this is the funny part. It was Saturday.
Okay.
So, Saturday, mostly nobody works.
Wow.
So in the whole airport, I literally saw 2 employees. The residents are like the student and dorm, also the health insurance, all this should be settled even before you came. I can remember still the receptionist who I met for the first time in my life. He was super nice also.
The second employee at Linz Airport.
Exactly.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
So he was nice. He was smiling in my face. He was so helpful. I'm really, really glad that I met that person on that time specifically.
so what would be the challenges that you face in this entire process, if you could mention a few, or what tips would you give to some students who think about the process, maybe the hoops that they could jump here and there in that process?
Can I call a rejection again?
It is because we are trying to paint the reality.
Exactly.
And so if the reality is that it was very hard to overcome these rejections, someone is out there getting these rejections.
I know. It's like, for me, during the visa process, when I was in Saudi Arabia, they also inform you. The funny thing that the embassy doesn't tell you what's happening. They tell you literally that you get a post from Austria and you had to pick it. So you go by yourself to pick this post, which is literally could be a post, like only a letter, that you open it and then you find out your visa is rejected.
Okay, now in this case, the visit visa to come to Austria, in this case.
No, the study visa.
The study visa.
The study residence,
Okay.
to be more specific.
Okay, now I'm confused.
But first, understand.
Yes.
So she's saying, so you apply for the study residence.
Yes.
And instead of informing you beforehand, when you're still at home, the embassy telling you, hey, you did not get the residence.
Yes.
They will tell you, you have a post. Come and pick your post.
This is personal information.
Just to open and you're like, oh, sorry, your residence.
Yes, the embassy doesn't know that it's the person in Austria who decides probably,
Exactly.
But what I want to know,
Yeah.
because before you apply for the residence in Austria, you need a visa to come to Austria.
No.
Oh, okay.
No. Basically, the first entry for you, it's residence. You don't have anything else. You will have like a small stamp on your passport that you can use it to enter. It could be like a Visa D or something it's called, but basically it's you're also a resident. That means you already had a resident here. So you. Otherwise, of course, you can use the Schengen, but no, we don't have this.
So then at the city hall, you're just getting the residency card.
You had to visit them twice. First to show all your document papers, then all your original papers that you applied at the beginning, and also I'm not sure if there is still some remaining fees. I'm not 100% sure, but the good thing is every requirement is written on their website, so you're easy to able to check this.
Okay, what what were some of those rejections in this rejection and these letters you are picking from the embassy? I'm curious to know.
Oh, yeah, okay. So part of this is actually a finance situation. So it's not about the finance, it's just about let's put it in a way that I didn't understand it correctly at the beginning. So because also another difference between us and Germany, we don't have the block account. So here we have to show our finance situation, literally, that the money we have in our bank account should be at least for a year,
Enough to sustain
for a whole year.
a whole year.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's not like a block account that it gives you a monthly amount of salary of, let's say, a living.
Withdraws,
Yeah.
withdraw living expenses or money. Yeah.
You have your own amount of money that you had to show, which fits this at least
Period.
yearly amount, yearly
Expenses.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So at this point, at the what they write in the website is what they counted for this year. But there is some other requirement that you had to put in your mind that, for example, if your health insurance is more than €100, you have to count all that amount, extra amount, to your also yearly amount. The same situation is for your residence. If you're paying the rent with more than €400, you have to also calculate this most yearly amount. So you had to put all this extra amount with the number that already in the website. So that wasn't clear at the beginning for me. That's actually one of the reasons. Mainly, this is the main reason that for the first rejected I get from the visa, which is, yes, all right then. I start to understand the process again. And the good thing that the embassy always there for your questions. So basically just ask some emails, send them immediately that why or maybe I didn't understand this correctly, how I can do this. I missed some information related to that process. So basically they're always there to answer your requirement.
So just for clarity, the German embassy in Uganda, when they reject your visa application, they also give you a letter and behind their reasons.
Yeah.
And they tick a specific reason that may have either one or two or three reasons that may have led to your rejection. Was that also the same?
Yes, exactly.
Because I think that is very unique to some European countries. I've heard that US, they just tell you we've rejected and no reason. So deal with it.
The problem sometimes they could tell you that for some financial thing.
So it's still
what is
vague.
this financial situation? I really need to know more about what is this financial problem that it gave me this rejection.
Yeah.
So even if you collect your passport later on, it's actually the same. It's like you have to go there and then just pick a closed post that you don't know even what's inside it. So yeah.
So you said one of the rejections was probably a financial issue. What is one of the other?
No, all of them.
All of them. It's everything around this financial.
How many visa rejections did you get?
I can't remember well, but
You're just a rough. You could
could
say
be 3 times. But basically, the last one is like the final rejection from the court here, which is you had to deal with this somehow.
When
Before even I came, it was like I was in Saudi Arabia on that side. So basically, the whole work of the process it's happened here in Austria. So sometimes if they could even give you a court paper that you're not accepted for these reasons. So I had to deal with this somehow by maybe, I realized also, I guess they have some lawyers from here that I didn't even ask about this because but I don't know about Austria. I didn't even come to Europe before. So most of my work is just like I was contacting someone who's working in the government office here in Austria. So basically, one of my contacts, because every time of course, I get an email related to what's happening exactly. So that's emails come actually from Austria. So sometimes I contact the same email to understand, okay, what could I do in this situation? So they make it clear again. So to go, okay, you can do this, you can do that until you can. So let's say the worst case in this situation that you had to apply again for the visa from the resident from the beginning.
Wow.
So yeah, which is sometimes it's hard.
Ladies and gentlemen, I do not know. I feel like not everybody has this level of resilience. And I'm hearing first you get rejected from university applications. So many rejections, 365 days. So that's for a whole year. Then now you finally get something after adjusting your plans and everything. You finally get an admission. And then now you apply for the visa and you're thinking perhaps this should go a bit smooth. You think the worst is behind you. And now you start getting one visa rejection after the other. So for me personally, I'm thinking this is resilience. So you don't have to, there's no room for giving up, because at the end of the day, we are here.
I'm here.
Eiman is here after all that. So more of the story, I guess, is at this point is just to give encouragement and tell somebody that the information is there, look for it, and we're trying also to facilitate this process.
So, Eiman, before we go into some tips that you could share for people out there, what is this figure that is called as financial or annual, is it amount of subsistence? What should a viewer out there or a student who wants to come here have already in mind? And how do you prove this, or how did you do it for your case in case you are coming to Austria?
Okay. This is a living amount for a whole year. Of course, the student residence is only for a year. So basically, this kind of amount of money, they should count it for the whole year. It contains the health insurance, the rental, also the other living expenses.
Is there like a specific stated amount by the embassy or by the university? I don't know where.
It's based on the city, actually.
Based on the city.
Yes, mostly in the city. So always you will find it in the, of course, the government website, or you can just go to the city hall and ask how the amount is
You
this
did the
year.
amount when you are still in Sudan, not here.
That's me. You can check it only in the website. So it's already mentioned.
So it's
there.
like 1,000, 1,500 per month, and then you compute it the entire year, and then you have this in your account. How is it like?
It's different from year to year. Let's say that's why I always tell you to check it for yearly checkmate. But let's say this year is the whole year is about 15,700, something like this.
A month.
So it's
Per
like
month.
no, 15,000.
Yeah,
15 for the year. Yeah.
15,700 for the whole year.
That's about it. Yeah.
Yeah, so this is for the
Quite some amount.
exactly.
Yeah. And this is euros, yeah?
Come
so
on,
not
you're
dollars.
Linz. So, you know.
But I think for the Austrian or Linz standard of living, 15,000 a year, it's about that. I mean, even us who are here, when we compute, it's I think close to reality.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And it's actually fits everything. And you can even have some leisure amount if you're not like spending a lot. So it's actually really
If you're not buying Gucci and Armani and Louis Vuitton,
partying a lot. It depends, of course.
So
But,
give some tips to our viewer out there that they can use to overcome the challenges that you faced in the application process and also the visa process until you got here.
So, I think the shortest word could be like, don't give up.
This is a very good tip. Just don't give up.
Don't give
Keep sending emails. Apply.
I know, it's like sometimes it's really hard. It's really, really going hard. Like, it's not about hard in the money you spend or your time or thing. It's hard emotionally, like inside yourself, like feeling what I'm doing wrong, what's wrong, is the wrong is me, but then we always know that okay, and everything is closed. Of course, there is some light in somewhere. So just be like handle that light so much. Try to be more strong. I know it's could be not easy, but it's like not reachable.
Impossible.
Yeah.
So, welcome back from the brief break. So we've seen the entire process, the challenges, but also we've learned that it's actually possible. And Eiman has encouraged us, and you viewing there, that yes, don't give up. That's the one word that she will tell you. So however hard it is doable, because at the end of the day, destination, Linz. So now you've reached Linz. You're now in this city. How is the culture, the academic culture at JKU?
Oh, it's wonderful.
In comparison to the because you're already educated, bachelors and masters in Sudan.
Yes.
So in this comparison, how is it?
Maybe before she goes into the academic, maybe the viewers would be interested to know exactly, okay, now you get in Linz, what happens?
Yeah.
You have the university admission, you are now here, you got on the flight, you are here.
Yeah.
What is in that process until the time you step into the lecture hall?
Yeah, actually, there is a funny thing related to this.
Oh, I like ooh,
So,
okay.
it's funny that you come, you don't know the language, you don't know the place, you don't know anything, and you're actually in somewhere with like nowhere.
You're in the desert
Exactly.
of information, like just
Because actually, when I came first time here, I used the Austrian Airlines, and I came to Linz by airport. I didn't come from Vienna, actually.
oh wow.
So you flew from Saudi Arabia or Sudan
Saudi Arabia.
to Linz
Linz
airport. It's a very small airport. It's like somewhere, nowhere.
Careful.
Exactly.
Ugandan airport is small.
Because if you compare this to a Wien or if you compare it to
Exactly.
München,
Yeah.
it's a different world.
And the other thing,
Did you even find anyone at that airport? Because
this is the funny part. It was Saturday.
Okay.
So, Saturday, mostly nobody works.
Wow.
So, in the whole airport, I literally saw 2 employees. I'm like, okay.
So you're coming from Saudi Arabia, like so many people, and then you're landing in Linz, and you're like, "Am I in the right? You're looking. Why are people?" Okay.
Exactly. And
Wow.
also to come to Linz airport, you have to go by Frankfurt. So basically, my first entry to Europe, it was in Frankfurt, not in Austria. So I did my paper checked, my visa check, everything in Frankfurt. So when I came to Linz, nobody even checked my passport.
It's a funny thing, we were talking about this in the car, because he was asking me, coming from Germany to Austria, whether I was controlled, like passport control or stamping. And this is what I was telling him, that if you're entering the European Union, or let's say the Schengen territories, the first entry point is where you get the control.
Exactly.
Then any other country just go through.
That's the thing. Like,
But tell us how it was for you when you enter Linz airport and you're just going through.
yeah,
and your first time in Europe moreover.
exactly. I have no SIM card. I don't have a phone. Like, I can't call anybody. I literally have nothing. And I came inside with some people it's like a small, I feel like it's the smallest airplane that I ever take. It's so small. And I came
A
with
chestnut.
The wind comes and then
Yeah.
and like literally a few people, And then for 5 or 10 minutes, nobody there. And I was like, okay, what should I do now? That was super fun.
So you traveled alone?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
So no one was to pick you at the airport.
I've nobody in this actually.
No SIM, no internet, no nothing.
And 2 employees at the airport.
Yes. So,
Wow.
and also the luggage and everything is just in a entry room. Like when you enter exactly.
And they're just...
And you'll find it in the middle, like nobody even check anything. Like, all right, interesting. I never been in an airport like this, to be honest, before.
Yeah,
So it's like, it's really shocked me on that day. Then I had to, all right. And also I came with the few German that I know in my whole life. So I wasn't even comparable to speak in German that time. So I just found, okay, there is a receptionist. Cool. I went to that receptionist. I thought, like, how I can go home?
How can I go home?
Let's make a pause right there.
How can I go home?
Dear viewers, you are watching the
Equator show?
Exactly, of the Equator show, and here we share stories about students living, studying, and working in Europe. And today we have a special guest, Eiman, and she's taking us through her entire process and journey to getting here in Austria in Linz to study.
Yeah.
Now, what you have to do as a viewer is just to click on the like button and subscribe. Subscribing is totally for free, and it shows that you appreciate the kind of content that we are producing. And also leave a comment if you enjoy the episode. And now back to our guest. So you reach the Linz airport, no one is there. You ask someone, I want to go home.
How do I get home? Yeah, how do I get home? So
They said, of course, there is a bus, but
Okay.
I don't have any,
tickets
I have,
or anything?
2 bags, big bags, that I cannot actually take them with the bus, and I don't even have tickets, I have nothing. So, will it be possible to have a taxi? That was my second question. So she said, yes, you can call this number. Can you call me?
I have no SIM card, I have nothing.
Exactly. At the beginning, I couldn't find any taxi, which is actually when you come immediately, you find 2-3 taxis there. But then until I picked everything and then I realized that, okay, I'm here now, I found nothing. I had to ask for a taxi. So she was actually a really nice lady. So she called the taxi for me. I had to wait a little bit until it comes. And then the good thing, I came prepared. So I know the address, where I should go exactly. And at least I had also a view in a map about where's the university, where's my residence. I had
On Google
view.
Maps.
Exactly.
Or Apple Maps, I don't know.
Exactly. So I made some researches before even I came here. So literally, I was familiar with Linz in Google Maps. Even
You had
before I
visited
came
places.
here. Yeah, because I knew that, yes, I have some people I knew, but they are in Vienna, they're not in Linz. So in my situation, is literally I have nobody in Linz. So I had to do this at the beginning, so at least I'd be familiar, what should I do, and things like that. So back to the story, the nice lady called me a taxi. I took that taxi, show him the address. I came to my room.
Accommodation, yeah.
It says, it's like a student dorm.
So you got the student dorm while you were still in Sudan.
Saudi.
That means Saudi Arabia. That means you are paying rent in Austria before you actually came to Austria.
When did your contract start, your
yes.
accommodation contract?
I guess, yes. I paid them at least 1 month before I came.
For free.
I had to. I'm booking that.
So when are you required to have the accommodation? The visa processing?
During the residence, during the residence process.
So even when the rejection comes and you've already paid the accommodation,
You
that
had to.
money is gone.
Of course. There's no way for you.
Viewers, please, you've had that. So prepare
Of course,
yourselves.
the residence, the residence, or the student dorm, also the health insurance, all this should be settled even before you came.
Okay.
So actually, I had to mention something in this whole process. There is a friend who I'm really thankful for that friend. He's the only one I knew that he came to Austria rather than Germany. So I was, but he's in Vienna. He's not here. I hope, I don't know. Yeah, till that last time we contact, he was in Vienna. So basically that friend, he literally helped me during my whole process so much. So I bothered him with questions.
What is the most crucial thing, James, or the things that you found so important that you didn't know before you flew into Austria, and that you thought, or you think someone should know once they come over here? What are those things? Like these things that he helped you, that you say
He helped me actually in the process, especially even applying for universities, because at the beginning I have no idea about how even to apply here in Austria. So he told me about the process. You need to check the university links. You will find all the requirements there. You can contact them, even the admission office here.
Directly.
So you can always be in contact with them. I also mentioned some suggestions for health insurance, for bank accounts, of course, after I came. But yes, also there's something he mentioned. And mostly let's say about the whole process. So because I used to see the process in Germany, but I have zero information about the process in Austria.
Austria, yeah.
So that one friend, he literally helped me to realize what's happening, what should I do, how to do it. And then from that, I continue with searching. So basically, searches is a good point. Also, the website always is really clear. And the, sorry, and also emailing them. So basically, the main contact for most of the information is just email directly the person you want to talk with.
now this
Yeah.
Eiman, in Sudan, do universities respond to emails?
Or even
Nope.
offices, public offices.
No. We go in person.
Exactly. And this for me was also a shock, that when you write here to the like, for example, let's start with the embassy. I was writing to the Austrian embassy, and they wrote to me back, and when they needed extra documents, they wrote to
They
me and
wrote.
say, hey, we need this document. And this was kind of a surprise, because in Uganda, you never receive an email from an official office.
No.
And if you write to them, like, they never respond. Like, universities is rare.
So allow me throw in that now, that cultural bit of things, that Germany, Austria, and Switzerland, the main most respected means of communication is post, writing letters.
Yes.
So every accommodation, every person has to have an address on their registration, either child or adult. Second, and so they respect mail. They vote, sometimes in German, they vote through mail. You just receive a letter, make your vote, envelope the letter and send. And it is understood that nobody will touch that letter. Then the second is email. Email, you write email, they will respond email. Then the third is phone contact. And normally, what they don't so much encourage going there, but of course, with an appointment, you make the appointment, then you go in person. But I think letters and email, it solves everything.
Yes.
So now we agree that in Uganda and Sudan, universities don't respond to emails.
Mostly. Yeah.
I think even phone calls, you'll be lucky if they make.
Yeah. Mostly, yes.
Okay, so I think she has answered you. Hit the ground, ask people how do I get home? Finally, somebody helps you to get a taxi, and eventually with a lot of help from your friend, you get your bank account, you get your SIM card. And
Yes, I want to mention also something related to this. The Studentenheim that I live in, actually, they have like 24-hour receptionist.
So Studentenheim is a student
Student dorm,
accommodation,
sorry.
or student dorm. No, it's okay. It's just that.
Yeah, the student dorm. So literally when everyone come as a first time, they give you also some papers, like you have to start with registering in the city. You have, even they draw a map in that paper, so you can go. It's literally, it's like 5-7 minutes walk from the dorm, but it's still like, it's clear in the paper. They have it in English and German. So it was super clear that, yes, you have to go to that office to do firstly the city registration, of course, and also this is the university. They also help you to how to get to the university, especially if it's the first time here. And then the university here is also so clear, you know where to go exactly. There is a clear map that you can take. So the work here, when you come, you will find a lot of people who can actually help you during the whole process. You feel, yes, kind of afraid, let's say, because it's everything new for you. The culture, the people, the language, everything. It's not normal. It's not your comfort zone. Yeah. But I can remember still the receptionist who I met for the first time in my life. He was super nice also.
The second employee at Linz Airport?
Exactly.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. So he was nice. He was smiling in my face. He was so helpful. I'm really, really glad that I met that person on that time specifically, because sometimes they don't really give you this warming, smiling every time. So when you find someone like this, is so helpful.
About warmth, we are going to reach that point. So at the moment, I just still want to thank you for this part, because then it shows you that even after the struggle of visa and everything you've reached, I think the lesson I take from you, that you have to be ready to ask. Yes. Ask for information. I mean, ask people, how can I do this and how can I do that?
The good thing about JKU, it's kind of an international university. So they used to deal with different international students. Yes. Yeah. So this is a really good point about JKU. In our master in computer science, we have actually 6 different majors, if I'm not wrong, I guess 6 or 7. Different majors. Each major have mandatory class and then mandatory subjects, and then we had to take the complementary subjects and some electives. So we have our Discord channel for computer science for all students and alumni, which is the graduated people. They helped a lot, and I suddenly realized that also some professors are there, maybe some doctors from the universities teaching us actually also there. Since I came here, I tried the Turkish food, the other Arab, as I mentioned, even Asian, Italian, Greek. I'm open to try any kind of food. I have 5 times to pray. I had to be restricted with the time I have. Sometimes we could have some lectures that I could literally go outside during the lecture time just to not miss my praying time. The good thing here that I really, really, really realize, and I really am happy about it, is they respect your religion so much.